Alright, HadesOmega here. I'm shooting a video on a new bike of mine, and there it is. So there's the, this is the Sur Ron Light Bee is what it is. So I just bought this right now, and I just bought this like today, and I just you know, I just unloaded it just now, like within an hour ago, and it freaking rocks, man. So this is it. This is a Sur Ron Light Bee. Sur Ron is a company. It's made in China. It's a Chinese electric dirt bike is what it is. It's kind of like it's like a cross between a mountain bike and a dirt you know, full-on dirt bike. If any, and it's about the size of a mini bike, about the size of my KLX 140 here. So I'll tell you the story of why I wanted to buy this guy, the Light Bee. So I have an electric motorcycle already. I have an electric. I have a Victory Impulse TT back there, and I have my electric Razor scooter. I have an electric bicycle. So I'm a big fan of electric vehicles, and you know, I have a regular internal combustion engine motorcycles too. But I always wanted an electric dirt bike. It's been a dream of mine to own one, and it has come true today. Haha! So what is it? Last year I got to ride an Alta Redshift EX, and a little bit later I got to ride an MX also from somebody let me ride theirs, and man, it was awesome. The electric dirt bike rips, man. But the problem is they cost a lot. It costs upwards of like $10,000, more than $10,000. Well, so how much did I pay for this guy? So yeah. I mean, the reason I bought this is because it's cheaper than any other electric dirt bike that you can buy right now. There's right now all we really got is the Alta Redshift, the Zero FX. Those are only two like electric dirt bikes that you can buy right now that are legit motorcycles. And those, like, you might be able to find a Zero FX used for like $8,000 or something. It's a lot, you know. And Altas, maybe you could find them for $8,000 because Alta went out of business. So as of this video, they went out of business a few months ago. So it's kind of sad, but yeah, they were selling that bike for like more than $10,000. And one thing I didn't like about the Alta is that it's a big bike. It's really big. It's a full-size dirt bike, and I like riding mini bikes. So that's a KLX 140 right there. That's my dirt bike right now. So I wanted an electric dirt bike. So that was and like compared to like all those the other kind of like e-bikes you see out there, those really super powered e-bikes, I still think, you know, I think the Sur Ron looks beautiful compared to any other bikes, you know. It's got a nice looking frame and everything. Look at it, man. It looks like a trials bike, actually, is what it looks like. And I'm not sure. I think I have ridden next to one of these at Laguna Seca. I saw this little bike that was on the track, and it was, you know, it wasn't super fast, but it was, you know, it was on the track and it was doing it. So I was surprised. I think it might have been a Sur Ron. I'm not sure. I'll give you a clip of that video right now. Okay, anyway, fast forward to today. So you can buy these at Luna Cycle in Los Angeles. So that was my plan. My original plan was to buy, they had this new bike called the X bike, the Sur Ron X bike, and it's basically an upgraded Light Bee is what it is. And I didn't even know that this was a Light Bee when I bought it. Well, I didn't know from the ad. They had it advertised as an X bike. I was a little disappointed when I got there, and then I asked if it was a Light Bee, and they're like, yeah, it's a Light Bee. So I was like, dang it! But the Light Bee is just I mean, the X bike is just an upgraded version of the Light Bee, is what it is. So, but this does have the X controller from the Light Bee right here. So, so this already has an upgraded controller. So it's pretty much on par with the performance of the X bike. So, on their website, Luna lists this as Luna Cycles lists this as a Sur Ron MX bike, like a motocross bike. And yeah, so, and also one thing you might be wondering is what is that back there? Yeah, that's it. It's got a license plate. It's a plated bike. So this is probably the only Sur Ron Light Bee or X bike in Northern California that is street legal. Boom, there you go. So it's a moped though. We'll go take a look at the laws on that, but basically what the owner did, the previous owner did, is they added a turn signal right here, and it has a headlight, and it has a brake. It has all the stuff to make a motorcycle a street legal motorcycle. Basically a Dualsport is what it is right now. There's the running light, and there's a license plate light here, and here are the turn signals. Well, the turn signals are right here. Yeah, I mean they really hid everything. It's pretty cool. And then I think these are the running lights right here. So we'll go fire it up, and then you can go take a look at all the lights and stuff. But yeah, I think what he claims is that this is probably the only street legal Sur Ron in Northern California right now. So in NorCal. So and he did a couple mods to it, and we'll go over that too. But yeah, there it is. So that's their street legal Sur Ron. And the way he did it is he registered as a moped is what he did. He had to modify it to get all the lights and stuff, and the mirror and all that stuff. And then he took it down to the CHP, and they inspected it, and then he registered it at the DMV as a moped. And they have there's some new laws concerning mopeds, like electric bicycles that are classified as mopeds. And I think one of them is it can't go faster than 30 miles an hour. So that's why he has this toggle switch here. This guy. And this limits the power is what it does. I think there's a kind of there's a wire somewhere in here that you're supposed to cut, or you're supposed to twist it together or something, and it'll cut the power of the bike in half or something. Though what he said is that when you switch to the left, it limits the power. It limits the speed to 28 or 30 miles an hour, and then you switch it to the right, and it's full power, and you get regen. So there's no regen in this mode here. So, but supposedly when you ride it in low power mode, you can go 40 miles with this guy. So that's what they claim on the range. So one day we'll actually try it out, because I can ride this thing on the street. So we can take it someplace, we can take it on the toge mountain passes. Yeah. Well, I'm not really sure how you would ride this thing on the street though. 30 miles an hour. I live in San Jose, and there's a lot of streets that you can go faster than 30 miles an hour, and then you can't ride it in the bike lane. So the way these come from Luna Cycle is it's an off-road vehicle. You're not supposed to ride this thing on the street, but you can if you keep the speed down, and don't ride around like a hooligan. They probably won't give you any problems. You can also buy a pedal kit for this bike. Basically it just replaces the foot pegs here with pedals, and it has a kind of a freewheel crank in the front, and yeah, so it basically turns it into an e-bike, a 100-pound e-bike. So yeah, if you're wondering how much this guy weighs, it weighs about 100 pounds. And I will go shoot a separate video, and we'll actually put it on some scales and weigh it. This one probably weighs a little bit more than a stock Light Bee, simply because probably because of the headlight. That's probably it. It's got a cool looking headlight. But yeah, that's it weighs about 100 pounds, so it's very light. It's very light. It's lighter than my KLX. I think the KLX comes in at about 200 pounds ish. So I was doing pivot turns in it earlier. It's super easy. Yeah. So okay. So let me get over the price. So I mean, like, yeah, this is a street legal bike. It's registered as a moped. It has all the signals and everything. You have to have insurance for it. I have not. Like I said, I just bought it. I still have to get insurance for it. So before I start hooting around in it, we'll get the insurance, and I will ride this bike over to AAA, and I will get it registered in my name. Okay, HadesOmega here. I'm gonna just shoot this video in my garage real quick. So from the last clip, we looked at the registration, and this thing is registered as a moped. So I'll go over the moped laws here in California. So this is the California DMV website here for, like, you know, two-wheeled vehicles and stuff. So under here we got moped here, and this is a picture of a moped. It's basically a bicycle with a motor. It's a moped. So a motorized bicycle or moped is a two or three-wheeled. I've never seen a three-wheeled moped. Maybe they are out there, I don't know. Capable of no more than 30 miles per hour on level ground. So on level ground. So I guess if you're going up or downhill, you can go faster maybe. And equipped with fully operative pedals for human propulsion. So a motor producing less than 2 gross brake horsepower and an automatic transmission, or an electric motor with or without pedals for human propulsion. There it is, CBC 406 Alpha is that code. So this does not pertain, the pedals for human propulsion, you don't need them because they're optional if you have an electric motor. So there you go. There we go. We got a electric bicycle, or a motorized bike with an electric motor, but no pedals for propulsion. It just has a foot peg to put your feet on when you're riding. So yeah. So that's what makes this thing a moped. And plus, it doesn't go faster than 30 miles an hour. If I flick this switch right here, it won't do that. It limits the power to 2 brake horsepower. And I think Luna Cycles has a plate you can buy for your Sur Ron that says this bike can only go, it only has this much power or something, and you put it on the bike and stuff, and then it makes it like a legit, you know. But this has a switch, so technically I don't know if this is legal or not. if you can, like, you know, have a switch to make it go full power, but yeah. This limits the power to the bike, and it won't, like, make it go faster than supposedly 30 miles an hour. We'll test that out when I get some on-road videos. So yeah, and then so these are some laws pertaining to electric bicycles. Yeah, so driver must have. So the driver must have a motorcycle license, M1 or M2. So that's for the moped. You got to have a M1 or M2 license. In California, a M1 license is a motorcycle license. You can ride any motorcycle. It's not like Japan where, like, they have different power classifications. We pretty much, if you have an M1 motorcycle license, you can ride any bike you want, from like a 200cc motorcycle to like a 2000cc motorcycle. It doesn't matter. You can ride it in California. You are licensed to ride it. But an M2 license is like a scooter or something. Yeah, so M2 is basically a scooter or a moped license. And then this other kind of laws pertaining to electric bicycles are down here. If you operate a motorized bicycle which meets the definition of CBC 406 Bravo, I don't know where that code is, but the other one is 406 Alpha. So we fall under 406 Alpha. The e-bikes fall under 406 Bravo. You must have 16. You must be 16 years of age or older. You have to must wear and properly fitted and fastened bicycle helmet. You're exempt from motor vehicle financial responsibility, that i.e. insurance, driver's license, and moped plate requirements. A motorized bicycle is issued a special license plate and identification cards, which requires a one-time $18 fee. No renewals required. Okay, so I'm not really sure how the moped works. Yeah. Okay, so back to the identification card. So this is actually a moped. And like I mentioned, the previous owner put all the license plate, the lights. They have to put the license plate holder, the license plate light, the running lights, the blinkers, and a headlight and a horn for it to be street legal, and a mirror, I guess, because it's got one mirror. I'm not really sure. Yeah, actually, we should look up the law thing, but I'll go over it in detail later. But yeah, to get the moped plate, the dude had to put a headlight, he had to put turn signals and running lights and all that stuff, all that jazz. So this is all the operating controls for that. It's got a little horn right here. I don't know how it's pretty cool little deal he's got here, though. I don't know where he got that from, but you can pretty much get a Dualsport kit is probably what you can get, and then just don't run the Dualsport light maybe or something. But they sell kits out there for street legalizing Dualsports. You can probably use something very similar, but this guy's is like all homemade. It's got like LED strips and stuff. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's very streamlined. Yeah, I don't know if it's ever got pulled over or anything, but he says he doesn't get any trouble for it, but we'll see. We'll be riding it around. But like I said, but my reason for buying one of these is I wanted a dirt bike. I didn't need another street legal electric bike because I already got one right there. So, and that one you can take on the freeway, so it's got enough power to go on the freeway. And that you can go 60 miles range at high speed. So this one you can go. They say you can go 40 miles per hour. You can go 40 miles in the low power mode if you don't, if you're not ripping it, you can get 40 miles on it, which is still pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, so yeah, so let's go through the identification card again. So this is all he got. This is basically your kind of title. You don't have like a car title or anything, but this is an ID card. It says Suro, but I guess it's a Sur Ron. They just kind of shortened it. It's a motorized bicycle is what it says here. Vehicle type moped. I don't know what the ZW means. Maybe that means it's electric or something. Body type model as MP. This is when it was issued. I guess you got this around September last year. So definitely this bike came out before the X bike came out. And so there's a type vehicle 650, type license H6. I don't know what a H6 license is. And then there's a license plate number right here. I kind of covered it up, but I'm pretty sure you've seen it. There's a vehicle ID number. I don't know where that ID number is on the bike. Maybe it's some kind of a registration number. I'll have to go take a look at it later, but there's some kind of identifying number on the bike somewhere, hopefully. You paid $25 to register it. That's like super cheap. I think a motorcycle registration is like $40 or $60. And carry this document or a copy when operating this moped. So you're supposed to have it. This is your registration for the bike, so you have to have this on you, on your person, or on the bike when you're operating it. And then the rest is just like address and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah. So that is what the card looks like. And also the rest of the stuff is like if you're gonna sell it. So it's kind of weird. It's not like a normal motorcycle registration. You don't get like a title. This is your title, sort of, kind of. So don't lose it. So yeah. All right. So let's go take a look at this bike.